Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Dragon Warrior 4 for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Last episode, we learned that Esturk, the ruler of evil, who was sealed underground by the Master Dragon, he's been discovered. The people at Aktemto, the mining place, the miners' village that we saw in Chapter 4 with Mara and Nara, they dug too deep into the ground and they discovered his palace. So, the monsters decided, hey, we gotta go there and welcome him back. And our party is gonna have to go there to keep him from escaping. So we're going to warp there. Off screen, I went to Riverton and got the Dragon Killer Sword for Ragnar. So I just equipped it there. Not that he's gonna use it at all right now because he's not gonna be in our party. I'm going to take Cosmo, Alina, and then a healer, Nara, and a wizard, Bray. Bray for the by-kill spell to use, and Crystal would probably been a better choice for a healer, because he has the antidote spell, and there's some enemies that can poison us down here. But I ended up going with Mara, because she levels really, really slow, and you can't take the wagon into this dungeon. So I just wanted to get her like some experience. So, and they found something extraordinary, and monsters just started coming out. So now the enemies here, for the most part, for the first few levels, are the same as the ones back in Chapter 4. So this is gonna be easy to just roll right through. But we're gonna see in that place where we got the gunpowder. There's gonna be now a new wall opened up, and once you go through that wall. That's when the enemies change. They're pretty much the same type of enemies that are around the Dire Palace area. So we'll get like skeletons, dragon riders, the masks, but nothing we can't handle. There are a few new enemies though in the way. Monsters are coming, monsters are coming. We'll point them out, but mainly the new monsters start appearing when we get to Esturk's palace. So he kind of sealed in this nice little palace. So, well, we're almost here. See now, and the thing, the wall ended up there, but now the wall is opened. So, and that guy's gone. Oh. Find some monsters running around here. The most important thing we gotta find down here, other than Esturk's palace, is there's a small medal. It's not in a chest. It's in a easy to miss location, but I'll point it out when we get there. So, a lot of dead ends in this area. I'm just looking at them and just to see if there's any monsters that we can talk with. Surprisingly, the monsters, they don't attack us. The monsters in the Dire Palace, where the monsters like headquarters was, we had to have the staff of transformation to go there. But these monsters here, I guess they're not worried, so. These guys, eagle horns, they can turn mad, like the big eye in Chapter 1, who was with Sorrow's Shadow. And then, of course, they just hit a little harder. He right on the grid. Esturk the Great at once. Chaos Hopper? They enter the battle confused. Chaos confuses your characters, makes them like basically, attack each other. But sometimes the confused characters do something weird, so probably in a bonus episode I'll have to get everybody confused and show off the little things that they do. So they kind of show off their personalities. They do different things when they're confused. So, like Alina starts like breaking rocks, and Ragnar starts bragging about weapons and stuff. So, they all do little different things. Kind of like little antics like how Tulum does. Alright, so we're going to head this way. And the small metal's going to get close. You have to search on the ground. So, like I said, it's easy to miss because there's really no indication that there's something here. In later games they'll have, I think in the remakes they put like little glowing like tiles to let you know that there's like a treasure somewhere on the ground to search. and then some other remakes. I know from the Dragon Quest III remake for the Game Boy Color, some enemies, some classes, like the Thief class, have spells. One's like Sniff Treasure, and unless you know, like, how many treasures are left in an area. So, like, if you had a spell like that, that could potentially, like, help you find stuff, but this game didn't have that, so you just had to, I guess, go around searching, so... Searching anywhere that looks, suspicious. So this little gap here, that's a suspicious area, we're gonna search it. We get another small medal. When we finish getting all the small medals in this area, we'll end up going back to the Medal King, and we'll be able to get a Sword of Miracles for Taloon, and we're going to get another Hat of Happiness for either Nara or Christo. We'll be fairly close to getting another Hat of Happiness too, but we'll have to wait a little bit. There's a few more dungeons to do before we find that. So, King Healer there, big huge King Slime, King of the Healing Slimes. He doesn't float though like Healy, so I don't know if I'd want to be a king if it giving up flying. Speaking of flying, we learned that people used to fly with hot air balloons, but they ran out of the gas that used to, the lighter than air gas that they used to make the balloons float. And apparently, Esturk was sealed with that gas, so we're gonna have to look for the gas while we're in here. So this is nice. It's like halfway through the dungeon. We get this little healing point here. Heal ourselves up and heal all your hit points and magic points. So it's like a free in. Unfortunately, it doesn't remove status effects. And there are some enemies around here who are going to be able to poison. Actually, it's those yellow dinosaurs, the wyverns. They have a poison attack, and they'll end up poisoning Cosmo on the way out and Nara on the way in here. And unfortunately, we don't have any way to heal that poison because I didn't have any antidote herbs. And the only one who has the poison spell, the antidote spell, is Christo. So, but we got so many MP back because of the healing place there that we have more than enough MP to just heal ourselves when we need to. And whatchamacallit, you only lose, it's like every 4 steps you'll lose a point, one hit point from the poison. It's actually the most annoying thing about the poison. Is, the flashing that you get on the screen every few steps. Got a few mimics here. We got 2 mimics actually. Like I said, I'll keep all those battles in. Mimics ain't too bad, especially Alina getting the critical hits there. Like that. Mimics ain't gonna scare us from opening treasure chests. We got small medals we're gonna need to find here. A bunch of money. We don't have too much. We still have a few things to buy. We've got some armors that for Bray and for Nara. We want to get them, but and then there's going to be some new shields. We're going to get a new shield for Taloon and for Christo. But other than those things, there's not really much more that we need to buy. Most people have their endgame gear, and if they don't, it's stuff they find. So, I'm going to take a dead-end place here just to show something off here. We want to end up going up that way, but this staircase basically leads to a dead end. But it takes you to Esturk's room. But we're not going to walk around that room because it's full of damaged tiles. And we don't have Mara in our party, and Mara's the one who has the Step Guard spell. So yeah, but we'll end up in this room a little bit later. That staircase I said we needed to go up, that's going to take us there, so... Alright, let's head back down. We gotta go down a floor and then kind of wrap around and then up a floor, so... I guess this palace must have been here, and then it got sealed, because why would you build this palace and then throw Esturk in it, you know? You think you just throw him in a cell or something. So, who built this palace? Why did they build it? Why did the Master Dragon think it was a good place to seal the ruler of evil? Maybe we'll ask him. But another small medal. And we get another mimic. And then you saw there's another treasure chest to the north. But there's a skeleton monster in the way. And he will not disappear until after we defeat Esturk. He should be a boss. Basically what he says is, we're Esturk the Great Servants. We've lived for eons. He made us immortal. As long as he lives, so shall we. So he made them immortal, but he can't make himself immortal. But if that guy's just invincible and can't be defeated, he should just be standing, like, guard here. Keep anyone from ever reaching Esturk. Because Esturk is not immortal. He does have these guards, though. Don't get any closer. Esturk the Great is reviving. Leave now. If you say yes, then they say, leave now. But we said no, so they're like, you won't? Okay, we have no choice. So for some reason there was a Rhino King and 2 Bengals there, but we only have to fight 1 Bengal. And I don't know where the other one is, so... Rhino King's going to be a common enemy later on, like in the last dungeon. But for now he's just kind of like a mini-boss. But he's not that tough, so we'll take him down pretty easy. And then we'll get ready for the big fight, which is with Esturk. Now, Esturk can be, he's kind of an interesting foe, because he starts off asleep, and there's a chance that he, like, won't wake up. Sometimes he'll, like, still attack you even if he's still sleeping, kind of like how those bulls in Chapter 2 roll over. If they were asleep, Esturk, like, releases, like, some magic from his body or something. So we're gonna heal ourselves up here, because as soon as you step in front of Esturk, you get into a fight with him. So you know, as soon as you step in front of him, like I said, you get into that fight. There's no talking with him, interacting with him. So, yeah, he starts off asleep, and he's very susceptible to sleep. So this is a good place if you have Sword of Lethargies to use them. Or have Nara here, have her, because one thing, good things that she has, and made it out against Christo, is she has that Sleep More spell, so she can cast that. There's a barrier spell that helps reduce, like, magic damage. I'm using the Sword of Decimation because that casts the defense spell on enemies, so it lowers their defense. And as you can see, Nara put Esturk to sleep, so... Yeah, the fact that she can put people to sleep, kind of, I guess, more than makes up for the fact that she can't heal with the antidote from Christo. So that's why I took Nara rather than not Christo. So we'll just keep using that Sword of Decimation to lower his defense twice. We can lower it twice. Usually that's as much as you can lower it on enemies. And then, now we'll just be doing a lot more damage. Hopefully Bray ends up casting that by-kill spell on our characters. But if not, well, we'll just have to take him down regularly. One of the spells that Cosmo learned on the way down here was Heal Us All. And what that does is it heals everybody in your party to max hit points. So it's a good reset button. Cosmo's the only one who can cast it. But it costs a lot of MP, so it's not something you can, like, use all the time. But in situations like this where you basically need 2 people to heal, like we need Nara and Bray to both be healed, so we'll just cast it then. Because I couldn't expect Nara to potentially heal everybody. I could have run the risk of having Cosmo heal just like Bray and then have Nara heal herself. But you never know how agility might work, and Cosmo might, Nara might heal Bray, and then Cosmo will just be healed and then do nothing, so. But the good thing is, Bray ended up casting the by-kill spell on Cosmo, but it is Nara who ends up getting the final hit in. So, we got a good bit of experience here. Unfortunately, not everybody's going to get this experience, because we don't have the wagon with us. But it's okay. Like I said, we're going to be rotating our party members out, so... Esturk is down. No answer seems to be a corpse. And we try to leave, then Necrosaur appears. I can't believe it. Esturk the Great was destroyed. According to the prophecy, only the hero, a descendant of the Zenithians, is capable of defeating the ruler. Are you the hero? Necrosaur, we have bad news. Your Rose of the Elfin Girl has been abducted by humans. What? Curses, everyone, we must return to our base. So we'll be returning to the Dire Palace then too, get some different dialogue. But we have a bunch of stuff we need to do. Even though we've defeated the ruler of evil, there's still a little bit more in the game to go. We haven't found the Zenithian sword yet. We haven't gotten to the Zenithian castle. We haven't really encountered Necrosauro. So there's still a lot that we need to do. So just because we defeated the ruler of evil, well, it doesn't mean that evil is finished. So just going to now we defeated Esturk. That skeleton monster disappeared, so we can search this area here, get this treasure chest, and we find the gas container. So, and just to be going to the Dire Palace, we're going to have to go to Riverton right outside the Dire Palace, and give it to that one merchant, or the craftsman, who was like, hey, we used to make balloons, but if we had a gas canister, now we have a gas canister. And that'll give us the power of flight. Flight will be important because it allows us to reach two areas that we were unable to reach previously. One is that if we would have took the boat from Mintos to the west to get to Chapter 4 area, to Moonbar, where the game kind of mentioned us to go, but we went the other way, we went east, because it's a little shorter. We wrapped around the world. We would have seen there's an island surrounded by shoals that we can enter. The balloon now can enter that. And then the other place is on the treasure map that Howard gave us back in Mintos. The guy who, Hector, that guy who gave us the wagon, who's studying under him. Howard gave us that treasure map that had an X on it. And that X was in a desert surrounded by mountains. So both of those areas are accessible once we hit the balloon. And once we get out of this area, the palace section, and get into the mines, we can cast the outside spell. If we try to use the outside spell right here, in this section here, or in the palace, it's just because there's a strange force that contains it. So yeah, you have to walk out here to the mine. Once you get out into the mine, you can use your outside spell to just get out of here. Save yourself some walking. We're going to return to our happy place, Endor. Seems to be our nice little home base. Just seems a natural place to heal up and save our game, because the save is really close by. And if we have any, I'll go through my treasure and see if I have any items that I can leave at the whatchamacallit, the vault with Talun's wife. Now that we're back in Endor, we can use Christo's antidote spells to remove our things, or you can just have the healer do it here. But, we'll end up staying in the inn later on too, because we can get a new dream now at Ismet Village if we stay at that inn. So we're gonna end up doing that. So might as well use Christo's thing to save us some money. Not that we have much to buy, like I said earlier in the thing, but might as well save our gold. So take care, have a good one. I appreciate your support. Have a good one. See you next episode. Bye.